All right, and what's good, Tar Heel Nation? It's your boy, Tornado McCray, one half of the North Carolina Live podcast. And I'm here with you live by myself. My co-host, he had to work the night shift tonight. So, fortunately, oh, snap. I cut my thumb. That's kind of wild. Oh, no. That's unfortunate. So, I got a new computer today and cut my thumb in the process. Didn't even realize it. So, had to take care of that. But, man, Tar Heels could have had this game. Tar Heels could have had this game because when I'm looking at it, bro, the very first touchdown of the game was off a fumble, off Wake Forest's own fumble. They somehow pick it up and go the rest of the way. And then the flea flicker near the end of the third quarter, like 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, that my issue with that play is on the back end of it, because how does one receiver block two people in order for bro to keep running up the sideline and for Hernandez to run up the sideline and score? To me, that's just, it's 9-14. Like, I get if the flea flicker works and they get a big play out of it, but the simple fact of the matter that one receiver was able to get in the way of the safety and the linebacker, the safety in the corner, whoever was deep. I want to say it was the safety and the linebacker. And he just kind of in the way and blocks both of them. Like that's just horrible. Then when you look at it, Wake Forest, they had over 400 yards of offense. You had their running back, Claiborne, who went for 99 and a touchdown on 23 carries. Let me make sure I got those numbers right, because I just want to make sure, man. Because you got, yeah, Claiborne went for 98 on 23 carries and a touchdown. Ashford went 15 to 25 throwing with a touchdown. And then Hernandez with that big catch goes for 100 on 6 catches and a touchdown. So 400 yards, bro. Question was, I don't think they were out coached, but they just we couldn't execute in certain positions because we only scored on field goals. That's one thing I will say. They outcoached us in knowing how to score points when they got in the red zone, because right before half, they were able to score. Their defense, Wake Forest's defense, was able to block one of our field goals. So, like late in the second half, I want to say right at the end of the third quarter, they blocked one of our field goals. So the final score could have been, heading into the fourth quarter, the score could have been 15-21. But because they blocked that and we get the ball back, it's like, all right, whatever. So instead of we end up with 12 points. We could have had 15 points, not that blocked field goal. Damon June only got 9 carries for 32 yards. Gio went for 201, passing on 21 to 36, no TDs. And our best receiver today was Jake Johnson, 54 yards on 5 catches. So it's hard to say, because those two big plays, like very first drive, Wake Forest's quarterback runs off a read, fumbles the ball. The ball somehow misses everybody in the pile. The receiver on the other end is like, oh, hey, look, here it is. Scoops it up, takes it down the sideline, and goes and scores. Like, that's wild. And then again, the flea flicker towards the end of the third, but 5 minutes left, that was going to be a big chunk play, but the fact that it turned into a touchdown for Hernandez, that was crazy to me too. And I don't know, man. I don't like it. We were only able to get 1 sack today. Penalty-wise, we weren't bad, because penalty-wise, we only had 4 penalties for 45 yards. They had 3 penalties for 40 yards. So weren't too many penalties. There was one dumb penalty towards the end of the second half. It was a roughing the passer penalty off of it was a quick dump off. It was a quick dump off that went for a huge gain. But then as the quarterback's just jogging down the field and our lineman's like beside him, he just shoves him out the way, because the quarterback's kind of near him, and he just shoves him out the way, and they throw a roughing the passer penalty. I'm like, I don't know if that's roughing the passer, but I guess because he's not trying to block for anybody, which put them in the red zone right before halftime, which put them up 14-3. And they ran a read option, went right up the middle. They score. Claiborne scores off that. So it's up 14-3 heading into halftime. And then you also, as I'm looking at it, third down, we couldn't complete anything on third down. We went 4 of 14. They went 6 of 13. I think we were actually 4 of 16 at one point, or we went actually 4 of 16. I don't know if they updated this or not. We went 1 for 1 on fourth down, but they went 2 of 3 on fourth down. And we somehow won the possession battle because we had the ball just 4 seconds longer at 30 minutes and 2 seconds, opposed to Wake Forest's 29 minutes and 58 seconds. But overall, man, the total yards kind of hits because they're 4 of 14 to our 257, and then turnover. They were able to get a turnover away from us. We couldn't. And that's really it. I would say there's a lot that goes into this game. But I said to myself, the last 3 teams will make Geo win the game. And yeah, you're right. You're right. This was a can Geo beat us? And the bad part is North Carolina had the opportunities to come back. Considering how dominant I would say Wake Forest was for most of this game, the fact that North Carolina was still there and their defense kept them in the game, North Carolina had opportunities. But once we got into the red zone and when we were making certain drives, we couldn't complete them. Geo couldn't make certain passes. We couldn't get certain play calls out. It was just, we couldn't finish and get touchdowns. We had to settle for field goals. And granted, I love Veerhoff. I love him. I love Reese dearly. But we're not winning games where we're only scoring off of him. We're not. We're just not going to win any game. No team is going to win games like that. Unless your defense is just that stout and just that dominant, you're not going to win games when your field goal kicker is going 4 or 5 or 5 or 6 and only putting up 12 to 15 points. So this was definitely hey, can Geo beat us? They definitely held Paysor and Ship in check because I don't even think, let me go back because I don't think them boys really got going like that. Yeah, because, Paysor had 5 catches for 40 yards. Ship only had 4 catches for 31 yards. Damon June had 2 catches for 33 yards. Davian Goss, 3 catches for 21 yards. They kept Paysor and Ship in check. They're like, yeah, you can get these catches, but you're not getting a lot of yards and you're not going to be a threat. You're not going to be a threat. When Jake Johnson is our best receiver with 5 catches and 54 yards, that's not a good day. That's not a good day. I'm not saying Jake is bad by any means. Jake, if you're ever watching this, don't think I'm saying you're bad. But if you're leading our receiving game and you're leading the charge and it's not because our running game is going off, that's not a good day for our offense. It's different if Damon or Benjamin Hall are rushing for flipping 150, 200, 125. That's different. If Jake Johnson's our leading receiver, but Damon June's gone for 150 and 2 TDs, okay, cool. That means our offense was just moving and grooving and we were just doing what we do. But when that's not the case and Jake Johnson's our leading receiver, it's not really good. True. And it's like Damon June had 9 carries for 32 yards. Benjamin Hall, 8 carries, 21 yards. Our next leading rusher was Geo with 5 carries for 2 yards. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't bode well in that regard if that's the case. And who? And it was Gavin. Wait, did he? The offense doesn't seem to have an identity. They don't. Because right now the offense doesn't know if it wants to lean so much on the run or if it wants to give Geo the keys and to open up the pass. It seems like they're just trying to find whatever works at that exact moment. And I get that's how football is, but you don't have a solidified identity of, hey, we are run first, or hey, we are pass first. Hey, we are an RPO team versus a single back play action team. We are a 2-back system versus a 1-back system. They don't have that solidified identity of what they want to do. They're just trying to figure out what can work per drive. Each drive seems like it's different. The defense has figured out their identity. The defense has figured it out. Offensively, they have not figured out what their identity is. That's why every drive is different, and every drive just looks like it's just weird. One drive, we're like, okay, this works. Next drive, we go to something different. Next drive, we go to something different after that. Then we go back to what may have worked earlier, but because the team's now ready for it and they know we're not comfortable or people are out of rhythm, it doesn't look as effective as the first time. And when that happens, it's like, damn, what can we do? What can we do? We can't move, we can't groove, we can't do anything. We're not sliding, vibing anywhere. So I won't say this was a horrible game. I won't say this was a horrible game because of the fact that we still had opportunities to execute. Defense, hey, they did their thing, man. I'm not going to sit there and say you're holding Wake Forest, the number 16 team in the nation, to 21 points for 3 quarters, and it was 9-14. Honestly, up until that big flea flicker pass, it was 9-14. That means one stop, North Carolina has a chance to go down and score and take the lead. And if they do that, that puts Wake Forest in a weird position. That puts Wake Forest like in a tight position. At home, you're not supposed to lose to North Carolina like this, right? Especially when you're a 6-3 team. Are they 16? I don't think they're 16 ranked. I'm sorry if I spoke that out loud. Yeah, they aren't 16th ranked in the nation. I was thinking of somebody else. I know somebody was probably like 16th ranked in the nation. Quan, I'm done with this season. I'm ready for you football. Listen, Quan, I get it. I get it, bro. I get why you're done with the season. And I think it's more so to YouTube's point of if the offense had an identity or was just proficient and could score on a consistent basis with the way the defense is playing now, this would be a whole different season. This would be a whole different season. 100%. But because they're not consistent, we're running into these issues. We're running into consistently trying to figure out where to score, how can we score, especially when the defense gives us golden opportunity after golden opportunity, stop after stop after stop. You can only ask them to do so much. They're bound to give up a touchdown. They're bound to give up a big play. They're bound to give up something when they've stopped the team 6 drives in a row. The team's going to figure it out by the 7th. They're going to figure something out to score. Offense, you got to take advantage of every opportunity. Even if not every opportunity, most of the opportunities that the defense gives you. The offense has to take advantage of the opportunities, most of the opportunities that the defense gives them. If you don't, you're going to struggle. You're not going to win games. Because at the end of the day, the name of the game is to put up the most points. And I'm sorry, this defense isn't shutting anybody out like that. Not anybody worth naming. Maybe some Division IIs, some FCSs, and things of that nature, like Richmond and Charlotte. But even then, didn't shut them out by any means. I'm worried about the offense next year. I think both freshman quarterbacks leave. I can see why you're worried. Caveat is Burgess, I think he's still going to be good. My biggest question with him is whether or not he's healed from his ACL. He should be. I can see if Bryce Baker leaves. I can see if Bryce leaves. I can see if both freshmen. Like, I can see why you think that. Especially if Bryce wasn't even given a chance to showcase what he can do. And it's just going to be weird next year, but I don't know. I don't think both leave. That'd be really weird if they did. Because I'm pretty sure Bryce Baker redshirted because he wasn't playing this year. So he'll be a redshirt freshman next year. Let me see. And overall, I'm just like, this was a winnable game. And that's what hurts me the most right now. Because it was a easily winnable game. And I'm just like, damn, dog. They couldn't pull this one out. Y'all seem to be hitting your stride and you couldn't pull it out. That sounds crazy saying it out loud now that I think about it. That sounds wild. Let me see. Yeah, because you got yeah, because Bryce Baker's still here. And then, oh yeah, Newkirk. Okay. Now that I think about it, Newkirk, yeah. Now that I think about it, Newkirk might leave. Newkirk, I could see Newkirk leaving. Baker, I don't think he would, but I could see Newkirk leaving. Shoot, if both leave, I'm gonna be in your boat. I'm gonna be kind of hurt. I'm gonna be kind of hurt about that one. And shoot, honestly, depending on what their mindset is for the final two games, I would say let Newkirk and Bryce get some PT, especially the final game of the season. If it's the final game of the season, let them get some PT. Give each quarterback a quarter. Go Gio, Max, Baker, Newkirk. See what happens. Why not? Is that wild? Is that wild for me to say? Y'all tell me. I don't think that's a wild statement. Because it'll be Max's last game. Gio just won his last reps, and then you get to see what you have with Newkirk and Baker. Be like, here, try it out. Let's rock and roll and see what happens. But oh man. On some positive notes, though. Like I said, on positive notes, I will say this. It could have been a worse score. We've seen worse scores. And when it's all Kamori House had another great day. 9 tackles, 5 solos, doing his thing. DeAndre Robinson, he had 7 tackles, 1 solo. Kamori House did have the only sack. The fact that Baker's Pops is addressing comments, you right. I totally forgot about you right. Because his dad has been popping off out the side of his neck. If Baker comes back, that's going to be his choice. And it's going to be one of those choices where his dad doesn't want him to go back, but Baker wants to go back because he sees something there. And that's going to be like the one time where Baker's like, nah, Dad, I see the vision and I want to stay. Whereas his dad's like, nah, you need to go somewhere else. Exactly. That's going to be how that goes. And then Melkart, he had a great day. 7 tackles, 1 solo. Will Hardy, 6 tackles, 3 solo, and Andrew Simpson, another 6 tackle, 2 solo day. So I'm mad that we only got 1.5 sacks today. Oh, I'm sorry. Technically 2 on defense, 2 sacks. But I mean, 2 sacks on defense ain't cutting it. Compared to what we've been doing the last few weeks, 2 sacks on defense ain't it. It ain't it. And we got to do better there. And now, looking at the schedule, we got North Carolina, not North Carolina. We got Duke next week, and North Carolina State the week after that. We got to win that Duke game. I don't care what we do. We got to win the Duke game. If we don't win the Duke game, I'm going to be like Quan. Just throw the whole season away. Just put all the backups in, throw the season away. Throw the season away. Because if we do not win that Duke game, I'm going to be so upset. I refuse to lose to a Blue Devil. I refuse. I don't care what sport we play. I refuse to lose to the Duke Blue Devils. No, we're not doing that. Oh, man. But overall, that's all I got on thoughts of today's game, man. It could have been better. It could have been. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dog, throw the season away. I'm telling you, just throw it away, scrap it, get rid of it. I don't want, no, we not losing to the Duke Blue Devils. I will eat my socks before I lose to a Duke Blue Devil. And I'm talking after I probably worked out in them. Musty. Just straight sweat and salt, bro. I will eat my socks before I do that. Like that, we not doing that. We are not doing that in any which way. Anyway, never, ever. I don't care. If they say we lost, I didn't see it. I have amnesia. I'm legally blind. I can't even see y'all right now. Nope. Can't do it. But that's all I got for this episode, man. This post-game live. Again, a game we could have won. A game that was within reach, but we didn't capitalize on opportunities. Wake Forest did. Wake Forest had two crazy, just coincidental, like, out-of-pocket plays that worked in their favor that shouldn't have happened. And, hey, at the end of the day, they did what they're supposed to do. There's a reason why they're 7-3. I called them a fake 6-3. I'll shut up. But when they lose, I'll be talking again. Nah, but all in all, hey, they did what they're supposed to do, man. But guys, with all that being said, that's it of this video. If y'all enjoy this, y'all know what to do. Make sure to join us on Tuesday. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m. We'll be back on Tuesday right here on the channel. My co-host he'll be here. So we'll be able to talk more. Get ready for Duke Week. And sit there, send them on their way back. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Have a fantastic Sunday for all your NFL teams too. And hey, peace. Much love to all you Tar Heel Nation. Take care. Later days. We'll see y'all on Tuesday at 9 p.m. We out. God bless, Quan.